What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. This is not updated. I was a little late getting started today, behind the eight ball, but excited to watch some CU football. And if it goes the way I think it's going to go, maybe play some video games. As always, love to know if you got bets on the game. Let me know. Let me know what you're doing. Let's see here. I've got a couple big parlays. I don't have any specific bets on this game, um, but I'm definitely going to watch and look for a spot where I feel like I can middle the bet. So, all right, underway. There's the kick. I'm a little behind, no doubt, but that's frustrating. Sorry. Technical difficulties for me, but I think you guys are still with me. Quick hitter to start off with. I think that's what all good OCs should do. You're missing two of your defensive backs to start here. That's got to be tough. It's a tough go. Nice defensive play. 49 right into the backfield. Listen, if you can make them one dimensional, Caleb Williams can absolutely still beat you, but that's how you can keep it close. Third and 9. Use that Folsom crowd. Can you get off the field? Kobe, send me a DM and just tell me where you're sending it, and I will tell you where I'm watching. Because I got clipped. I got in trouble before. So I just don't want to put it on here. But if you shoot me a DM and just tell me what you shoot me a DM on, I'll tell you where I'm watching it. Thanks for jumping in, though. USC playing fast. The run defense for the Buffs has been pretty good until he reverses field and scores a touchdown. The run defense had been pretty good, but there's SC's touchdown. IG, all right, I got you. All right, I sent to you. Kobe, you should have it. Man, and you had such a good start to that defensive drive. You had a third and long, couldn't get off the field, turns into six like lightning right after that. But I really think the key here and for today is you have to answer, which you didn't do versus Oregon. Oregon, they drove right down the field, scored 3 and out. Drove right down the field, scored 3 and out. You know what I mean? Um, for today, for CU, you're not going to beat these guys, you know, 14-17, right? So you got to answer and just keep yourself in the game with your offense. And I'm sure they've been telling that to Shador all week. Like, it's a Heisman Trophy winner. We're not gonna shut him down. You're gonna have to score. So what's up, everybody? My name is Rob Trujillo. If you don't have anywhere to watch, hit me at Rob Trujillo on DM for social media. I'll tell you where I'm watching, and that way our streams are kind of synced up too. Just let me know in the comments where you're sending me a DM. I try to keep an eye on it, but I miss them sometimes. So, yeah, drop it in the chat where you're actually going to send me the DM, and I will send you the link for where I'm watching. The game I have on recall is Clemson at Syracuse right now. And I think Syracuse just turned the ball over. So that sucks. I'm definitely pulling for Syracuse there. I've got a couple big parlays. I don't have anything on this game specific, but I am going to probably bet in game. My parlays that I have right now. Come on. I'll tell you in a minute. Let's see. I got Syracuse +7, Mississippi outright, Air Force outright, and Arizona plus 19.5. That's one of my parlays. My other one is Michigan outright, Wyoming outright, Oklahoma outright, Mississippi State outright, and Fresno State plus 14.5. Both of those were like parlay deals I had in my betting app. So not the picks, but one was an odds boost and one was an insurance. So I'm not super confident in those, but that was just what I happened to pick. All right, I'm back. And let's see if we can get this to go. All right. So you know where I am in the game. I'll pop that up every once in a while. If you're trying to watch along, Travis Hunter is not playing. Gabe, thanks for jumping in the chat for the first time. No Travis Hunter, and I believe no Shiloh Sanders either, which is a bad week to be without those two. Little screen pass, which I don't hate that call, but I don't like the execution. And guess what? 3-and-out. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. You know, listen, and you can see it on Dion's face. Like I said, you want to score here and keep pace. But to go 3-and-out is just like you don't even give your defense time to talk about what they saw on the field. And Caleb already figured it out, already scored a touchdown. The more time you give him to dissect what's going on, like the worse it's going to get. All right, I'm going to run an ad with him so you guys don't get ads popping up in the middle. So I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Love to know what bets you have on the game, if any. Gabe, Kobe, if you guys got bets, let me know. Also, bets you have for the rest of the day. Um, I got to be honest, I wasn't super impressed with this week's lineup. One of the games I was most excited about was Utah and Oregon State last night, and that game turned out to be a dud too. So, um, Notre Dame and Duke doesn't do a whole lot for me. I mean, it'll be fun to watch, but only so fun. Oh, they're showing all the Ralphies. That's the Buffalo that runs out with the team. They're talking about how it's technically a bison. Let's not get into technicalities because it's also like the on the logo for the Buffs. So let's not get into technicalities, okay? Their name is the Buffaloes, and we're fine with that. Quick hitter from Caleb Williams. Yeah, that's what I said as soon as I saw it, Gabe. Like, and I didn't hate the play call either. Um, but you got that's the linebacker is like the one guy you have to block. It's part of who you send your offensive lineman out to get. Oh, he's wide open. Oh, Caleb Williams had a wide open wide receiver streaking through a cover three and just overthrew him. I assume that was a cover three. I hope that was a cover three. Well, maybe I don't hope it was a cover three. All right, you got to take advantage here. 2nd and 10. A little blitz off the edge. I don't hate. And same thing. Do not pull that flag out of your pants. Thank you. All right, 3rd and 10. Now listen, with Caleb Williams, 3rd and 10 might as well be 3rd and 5, but Use that crowd. Crowd's still alive. Get them off the field. Get them hyped up. Give them something to get excited about. See, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of disguise. There you go. Tell me that's CU ball. That'll be huge. You got on it? Fourth down. Well, at least you get him to punt. Damn. That was a lucky grab by him. Got to do something here on offense if you're CU. So if I'm Shadur here, listen, one of I don't want to call it a complaint because he's been so good, save for last week. But one of my big complaints about him is that he only uses his legs when they get in trouble in the fourth quarter. There you go. Oh, I'm so close. I swear I didn't know that was coming. Um, he, if you want to help your offensive line and slow down a pass rush, get outside and run. And I'm so glad he did that. He just picked up a first down with his legs, right? You don't have to do it a ton, and you don't have to get hit. And that's the big thing to me, right? Like, you can slide, you can go out of bounds. You don't have to pick up the first down every time. You don't have to go Josh Allen and just get yourself destroyed. But um, but the threat of you running the ball is palpable, man. It changes the way they have to play defense. So I love him using his legs there. 5 for yards. That's a first down. Take a shot. So that should be a first down, right? That is one thing I hate that Shador does is just kind of drift backwards. Good. First down, 5 yards. Second and 5. This is what they did against TCU, and this is what I want to see from them. Same thing. Quick little 4 yard pass. You know what their defensive line, like, as good as their defensive line is, they're not going to be able to get to you in that amount of time. Picked up the first down. Nice. And don't get antsy, right? Like, you don't have to take a shot here. And I think so. Sean Lewis with a called run there for Shador. And I think he's thinking the same thing I am. Like, we have to make sure that at least in the back of their head, there is the thought this guy's going to run. Because it just buys you that extra tick of a second. Buffs at midfield-ish. Great. So that route's going to get jumped at some point, but those little quick outs, you're neutralizing their defensive line playing like that. Show you where I'm at. Oof. Please tell me that's not a false start. This is what you can't afford to do. You can't afford to kill yourself. Yeah, 3rd and 1. If I'm Dion, I might consider 2 plays here. He's open. Throw it to him. Atta baby. Beautiful. Keeping Caleb off the field too with those 3 and 4 yard passes, 100%, right? And that's why I'm saying, like, you don't get antsy. You don't have to take a shot. Right now, you're keeping Caleb off the field. You're giving defense a chance to go over and decide if they need to make any changes, immediate, quick changes, right? Not anything. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, my God. So that'll be an automatic first down. And that'll be like a 5 or 10 yard gain for the Buffs. This is the second time this has been called against the Colorado team. Yeah, I don't love that call, but they're gonna make it in. They're gonna make it that call in Folsom Field because the sidelines are so small. They're gonna make that call to try to protect the players. And I don't hate that, right? 2nd and 8, you picked up some yards. Is that another procedural penalty? Ugh. Yeah, well short. Gabe, it ended up being both. Or Gabs, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, Gabs. It ended up being both. It was OPI. They called that on him, but the personal foul gets enforced after the play because technically after the play, so it gets enforced no matter what, and that's why they got the first down there. So they moved him back 5 yards or 10 yards. I can't remember what OPI is. 5 yards? No, it's got to be 10. They moved him back 10 yards and then moved him forward 15. Jerusalem, what's up? Thanks for jumping back in. As always, if you guys got bets on the game, I normally say fantasy players. I'm used to saying fantasy players because I'm used to doing NFL. But if you got bets on the game or whatever, let me know what you bet on. All right, Jerusalem. Appreciate you jumping in and saying what's up. Did you take the points, Jerusalem? Or did you have big cojones and bet them to win outright? Oh, what did he grab him by? I mean, he picked it up, but that guy flew in. It looked like he grabbed his face mask. Yeah, tell me what your bets are on. Oh, you gotta see him. Beautiful. I don't know if the Buffs have had that big of a run up the middle all season. Like they had a couple outside runs that went for big yards. Yeah, I mean, listen, the offensive line wasn't good. Gus Johnson talking about the offensive line heavily criticized. Yeah, they were garbage. But listen, like being at home, feel that crowd. Oh, oh, Jack Daniel, what's up, man? I actually got in trouble for it. Oh no! Oh, Shador with a defensive back play to prevent an interception. Jack Daniel, I got in trouble. They banned me for a couple days for showing it. So no, I'm not showing them on here anymore. Just giving a place to watch a game if you want to kick it and watch a game with us. If you don't have somewhere to watch it, you can shoot me a DM. Just tell me where you're sending me a DM, and I will send you where I watch the games. I don't make any money on it. Got not affiliated. Got nothing to do with it. But I just I'm not crazy about the system right now. So happy to give out where I watch the games, how I watch the games. I guess I should say. Yeah, sounds about right. Same place you watch a Broncos game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't love the see, and I hate Shador doing that, man. Just drifting back and back and back. And he's not even technically out of the tackle box when he does that. Like if you're going to drift back like this, get out of the tackle box so you can throw it away. Now he's got to throw it at somebody. Metronome, what up? Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Jack Daniel, they are tough on it. And he missed it. Oh, oh, brutal. Yeah, you can't afford not to get points there. Got to do a hot tub stream if you want the viewers. I'll get some of my friends that work at Whiskey Row to come over and we'll do a little hot tub stream. All right. I only ran a quick little commercial before, so pre-roll is going to turn back on here in a minute. So I'm going to run some ads along with them right now. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Brutal for the Buffs. Like, you're not going to solve the world's problems with you're not going to solve the world problems with a field goal, but damn, man. All right. If you're the CU defense now, you've had a little bit of time too to talk about what you're seeing out there. You very obviously lining up in zone coverage. I don't love making the pre-snap read that easy for Caleb Williams. Oh, oh, oh. I'm surprised you didn't get a flag back there for CU. Yeah. Feely put it left, wide left. Which, that's his second missed one on the year, and when he was, or third? When he was struggling in the other game, they brought in the other guy, so I wonder how many more shots he gets at that. No pressure, just all day. And throws it to a guy who's wide. You can't have both those things happen. Jeez. Can't have both those things happen, right? If you're going to rush three and drop into coverage, you better not have somebody wide open in the middle of the field. What are you doing? Unbelievable. Metronome, I have no idea. I mean, listen, it's you got to get to him at some point. Your guys can't cover all day long, but they only had a three-man rush, so it looked like zone coverage. The guy ran into the deeper zone and he didn't hand him off. The underneath guy should have dropped with him there. You know you've got a couple people who have run past you already. You got to carry that coverage into the other guy's zone. Well, because they have five guys underneath because they're thinking, hey, he's going to get it out of here super quick. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so when you've had a couple guys run by you like that, if you had the guy who on the first version of the play ends up in your zone, you got to carry him deeper because there's only so many guys that far back. And if you already had a couple receivers run past you, you've got to know that you've got to carry that coverage into the deeper zone because there's nobody there to pick them up. But again, you can't ask guys to cover for 5 or 6 seconds, right? Like D line has to get there at some point. Jack Daniel. Well, at least it'll be fun to hope we'll be a Broncos QB. Yeah. I mean, listen, that is the golden goose, isn't it? I mean, that is maybe the one thing that fixes all your problems. Um, I'm sure Sean Payton would love that. And if you do that, you can say, "Oh, we want him to sit a year behind Russell Wilson and bench Russell Wilson eventually and cut him and take the $50 million cap hit for the next." I know. It's not Russ's fault right now. You're absolutely right, but he's not. We've said it on the radio station a couple times. He's not the problem. He's also not the solution right now. You know what I mean? And he answers a couple of those Miami touchdowns with three and outs and field goals. If he answers those touchdowns with touchdowns, and a couple of them got called back, but if he answers touchdowns with touchdowns, is that game different? Metronome, what did you think about the Bengals? I think Joe Burrow's more hurt than he's letting on because that offense looked awful. Um, I feel like their offensive line is not as good as everybody thought it was going to be, and if you've got a hobbled quarterback and an offensive line that isn't playing up to par, that's a bad combination. So I think they'll get it figured out. I mean, I trust Joe Burrow, but that was a tough spot. Defense is scary good, yeah. Yeah, their defense is really good. Again, um, so yeah, they're gonna have to lean on that defense. I think you're gonna see a lot of low scoring games. Yep, really tired of everyone thinking it's one QB away. Keenum, Flacco, Wilson, Bridgewater, etc. Yeah, I mean, but let me counter to all those with Peyton Manning, right? You were a 7-8 win team when Peyton Manning walks through the door. Now, listen, at that time, you were very lucky to have a lot of very good young talent at the wide receiver positions, at the tight end position. No, that's not a fumble. Um, you were very lucky to have a lot of good young talent, but yes, a QB can make that much of a difference. It's just there's a very small number of QBs that can make that much of a difference. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Jack Daniel. I might steal that and use it on air. I will credit you. But that's exactly what it's like, right? You got that high one time of getting it right and it working out, and they just keep just hand them all their money back. Gabs, they had 70 dropped on them, Gabs. You know what I mean? Like I'm here for that talk. I understand what people are trying to say, but also the Dolphins. Oh, he threw it right to him. Oh, I mean, right to the SC defender. Did his guy slip or something? Oh, just a miscommunication. And that's how these get away from you, just like that. Missed field goal, interception, and all of a sudden it's going to be a blowout. 21 nothing incoming. Damn, that's brutal. Because you did like the 21 nothing for Oregon. You were playing like booty. This, yeah, but metronome, like you were playing good ball here. You know what I mean? Like, and just that quickly, it slips away from you. It's one of those. It's one of those things where that's why people say like, if you're the underdog, you cannot make mistakes. You just have to play a clean game. And yeah, 1st and 10 on the 11. I think SC wants to put this in before the quarter. Really make you feel it. Nah, maybe not. They ran the ball. Damn. They're going to take it to the quarter break. All right. Well, we still could have a gigantic turnover and a huge change, right? Um, Back just in time for a USC touchdown. Sorry about that. But it's not like we didn't all know it was coming. 21-0 on the first play of the second quarter. I had said if this game goes how I think it's going to go, I might end up playing video games. Who knows? Who knows? Luckily, there's other college football on that's actually good. Yes, Metronome looks very familiar. Right? Yeah, we were talking about that on the radio show. Listen, 70. It's no longer a burger; it's a steak now. Like, it's a 70 steak. It's a 75 course meal. Of course, as soon as I get on my stream, I have like 10 problems at work pop up. It's always how it works, right? So annoying. Yeah, I would say if that it is like them putting up 100. Jack Daniel asked, for those of you just listening, what's the equivalent of 70 in college? Like 100? And I think so, yeah. Which, you see teams do sometimes. Yeah, Ohio State plays Sister Mary's of the Poor, and it's 80 something to 0. Um, but don't give me that look, Metronome. This ain't my fault. Listen, I think everybody always knew that these were going to be 2 losses for CU. How you lose is like you just can't get drubbed again. But they just, regardless of what happens this game, I always believe they were going to lose these 2 games. You have to find a way to turn it around and win against Arizona State. That's all. You know what I mean? Because Arizona State is a gritty team, like an annoying team, but they're not a good team. Not right now. They're okay. They're good. They're not great. So you got to find a way to beat Arizona State next week and get back feeling good, get your confidence back. And it's going to be really hard to do if you get drubbed 2 weeks in a row. You know what I mean? Jack Daniel, 155 and 2 TDs in the first quarter. First quarter in 6 seconds. Ugh. I mean, it was cute, but you had the first down, Shador, if you just put your head down. And Metronome, I know you were. I was just giving you a hard time. Lord, what up? Thanks for jumping in the chat. Is Kentucky beating up on Florida right now? Metronome, what's the score? Yeah, they got me, Lord. Got banned for a couple days. So now they're actual watch alongs. 16-0. Wow. I know. I know, Lord. But hopefully you're still wanting to jump in and hang out with us. Anybody got any bets, by the way? I haven't heard any bets yet from anybody. I like wanted to bet this game and I could not bring myself to do it. you had they're showing them right now, but you had Shador and or Shiloh and Travis Hunter both out. Caleb Williams is an animal. I just couldn't. I thought I might lay the 21, which now actually looks like maybe it wasn't a bad idea. But I just couldn't do it pregame. Yeah, let's look at the spread now. Is it 40 something? 33 and a half? What the heck is going on? I don't know what the confusion. They ran a sneak. Like, what's the freaking confusion, man? I appreciate that, Lord. I appreciate that a lot. We are watching on a stream as well, so it's a little behind, but that's where I'm at in the game. Oh my God! Snap the freaking football! Yeah, geez. I mean, come on. It's not rocket science. They ran a sneak on third down. Couple big runs. I mean, they're moving tempo, and I think everything's got to be tempo. Why is he off? He he is miscommunicating with his wide receivers as to what route to run, which means that there must be side adjustments, and they're seeing two different things. But this is the third time this has happened. Lord, you got any bets on the game or anything? Quick throws. See, and this is when your offense was successful and you got away from it again. But there you go. Third and one. I really feel like that's the key, too. My luck isn't good enough to bet. I feel that, but that's why I try not to use luck for it. What a cut. Who was that? Edwards? That was a beautiful cut. That's how you want the zone running play to run. You kind of drift, 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 put your foot in the ground and get up the field. Hey, there's the explosive. That's what we've been looking for. That's what we're talking about. Where's that been? Let's freaking go, man. Uh, Problem is now you're down to Caleb Williams by 14 points. I'll say this: if if you find a way to get a stop here on defense, you'll be live. That crowd will be live. They'll be ready for you. All right, let's do the spiel going into this commercial. My name's Rob Trujillo. I do sports talk radio here in Denver. You can follow me on all the social medias right there. If you like the sports talk portion of it, you can come join me on air. I normally post when I'm on air on social media, though I did miss one of the last times. Um, I do the Broncos post game show. That has been less fun than it sounds like it would be. um, I also do video game streams, whole bunch of stuff. So, like, subscribe, follow. If you're in here, you're not a follower, give me a follow. If you are so inclined, give me a subscription. Appreciate all that. I do an NFL betting show Sunday mornings. Me and my boy Sterling. If you haven't seen me do a stream with Sterling yet, he is a good dude. We had a lot of fun last week. So we do an NFL betting show Sunday mornings. It's 11 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock here, our time, Mountain. And we literally go through and pick every game of the day. And I'm not just saying them. I literally am on my phone and I place bets as it happens. So if you want to come hang out, we'll also take your fantasy questions, any questions that you have about the NFL. Come hang out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Eastern. Bacon Stripes OG, thanks for jumping in the chat the first time. Appreciate you. Yeah, finally, on the board. See you. Is that the second touchdown? First touchdown in 2 games? Second touchdown. They got a touchdown in garbage time last time. So it feels a little bit hopeless if you're a CU fan, right? You're like, oh, 21-0, blah, blah, blah. Well, get a stop, get the ball back. You're live. You know what I mean? You're here. But there's a lot of work you got to do. $190 yards on 9 carries. Wow. Bacon, I'm not surprised. Dude, that, like, I love Boulder, but Boulder on a CU game day, a CU football game day, is a nightmare when the team is just average. I cannot imagine what it's like traffic-wise up there right now. It must be just a disaster of epic proportions. I mean, it is awful. When I would go to games up there, I would get up there like 3 or 4 hours early because it is just a nightmare getting in and out. What's up, Cole? No, I got pinched. I got caught. So I am not showing the game, unfortunately. If you don't have anywhere to watch it, as it says on the screen there, you can send me a DM. Just tell me where on social media you sent me a DM, and I'll tell you where I watch it. I don't make any money off of it. I'm not affiliated with the site that I send you. Just a site where people can watch the game because I know what it's like not thank you for the RIP. I know what it's like not being able to find a game and watch it. So, but if you go watch it there, you can keep us loaded up on Twitch and hang out if you want. Man, he's got a laser. IG, Cole, I got you. All right, new set of downs. Come on, Buffs. You got to. The missed tackles. Jesus. Yeah, Bacon, I agree. It's because they're trying to strip the ball, but like, it's not even down the field. Yes, that's what it is. In the line, they're just throwing arms at him. Like, you got to body somebody up, man. Yeah, I mean, granted, still the first year. Oh, what a hit! Oh my God! Do not get yourself a 15-yard penalty because you're doing a gun celebration. How does Caleb not see that coming? Oh my God, you dream about that as a defender. How are they not going to pull him for a concussion? He did fumble. It just landed right back on top of him, metronome. How is Caleb Williams still in the game, though? Did you see how hard his head hit that turf? I mean, come on. Yeah, do not get Dan Lanning here and give up a fake punt on fourth down. I will lose my freaking mind. Oh, all right, I'm having some work issues that, as you can tell, I'm trying to deal with as we go through. So I'm going to run some commercials while they run commercials, and hopefully I'm back for the game. All right. Welcome back. Got to get points here. It doesn't have to be 7, but you got to get points here. And sorry that I'm having disasters at work while I'm trying to stream. Oh, come on. Stop making mental errors, man. Yeah, even Travis feels it. Yeah, lackluster is right, Clat. The buffs are pissing me off. Work is pissing me off. Come on, kids. Didn't get it away. It was blocked. Why is he running 20 feet with it? Like, I know the punt, but like you're running right into a guy. What the hell are you doing? God. They're just college kids, Rob. They're just college kids. And you're not even mad about that. You're mad about work, so. Yeah, you take 2 minutes to punt it. They're going to get there. Bacon, it's a thing a lot of teams do where you try to buy your coverage team an extra second to get down the field by booting the punter, essentially. You boot him out like you would a quarterback. So that's what he was trying to do, but if you see somebody coming off that edge, you got to just kill it and just punt it. You got to stop too on defense. Man, that makes me so angry. Oh. Yeah, poorly disguised zone coverage. It was very obvious that it's zone coverage. You had 3 receivers on top, 2 in a box on top of them. I mean, could not be more obvious that it's zone coverage. And just rips it right into the middle, right into the soft part of that zone. He just knows he's got to clear the backer. Yep. Made that way too easy on a Heisman Trophy winner. Oh, they botched the snap. Oh, betters. That somebody called Vegas. Vegas. Vegas called somebody the other way around. Vegas was like, "Hey, listen, you're gonna win this game by a whole lot. Do you mind botching a snap and winning by 20 instead of 21?" Pre-game line was 21. I can't believe that. Oh God. All right, the commercial question. Let's do. So, I'm doing interviews for my job. Um, like I'm the interviewer, and the kid was coming to the interview, and his bus got rear-ended, and he had to wait for another bus to show up to pick him up. So he was worried he was going to be late, but ended up making it on time. Props to him. So if you're in the chat, let me know what your worst interview was. What was your nightmare interview scenario? For me, I've had a couple, but I remember one in particular. All of a sudden, I got a little bubble guts right before I went in there. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, I am in a suit. Like, do I have time to get in there and clear this paper jam before I get? Because once you get in the interview, that's it. Like, you don't decide how long that lasts. They do. So that was my worst one. Bacon strips. I had to interview someone who was drunk, literally smelled like alcohol the entire time. Oh God. That's a 5 minute interview, right? That's a quickie. Like, all right, well, any questions for us? We'll give you a call either way. I can tell you what your call is gonna say. So that's tough. You hope it's not somebody who had like a problem and was trying to get right, but you can't show up like that when you're trying to get right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform that you're on. I got a couple alerts set up for Twitch, so if you do it on here, you'll see a little thing pop up. Also had an interview with someone who was so sensitive they walked out because the questions were too abrasive. All I wanted to know was the last place they were employed and how it went. Oh, it was a special little snowflake. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you meet all types when you're doing the interviewing. Um, what are you going to do? You're probably better off for them having walked out, right? Oof. You've had a couple big runs, a couple gashes against that SC defensive line, but right after they score a touchdown, oh my God, just unblocked off the edge. Right after they score a touchdown, I would want you to be a little more tempo, a little short passes, that kind of thing, like that. Oh, oh, nine came to play today, man. Oh, that was Jimmy. I thought that was nine. It's Jimmy Horn. Oof. I did not think he was going to pick up that first down, but he did. Take a defensive timeout. He is not happy, so I'm assuming that's what happened. Clemson up on Syracuse 14-7. That's the second game I've got on. I mean, Syracuse looked like it had been dominating a little bit, so I'm a little surprised. The Fox broadcast going over all the Buffs miscues. And when you're playing, what is USC ranked 8 right now? When you're playing the 8th ranked team in the country, can't do it. Can't have it. Ugh. Right through the hands of the tight end. Come on now. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Bacon, I expected a loss, but I wanted you to hang. Like, I don't know if you were here when I said it before, but this game this week isn't the problem. You got to get your head right to win next week. And if you just get pummeled again, that's going to be really hard to do. But you have to beat that Arizona State team next week and get your team back on track, back on the winning path. If you get drubbed twice in a row, oh, man, that was ugly. That was ugly. Yeah, I'm with you, Bacon. How about we actually punt it this time? 15? Just get it out kind of thing. Hey, how about that? Man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And I am going to see if I can handle this work problem. So I will be right back. And Caleb Williams is just about to eat you alive. He even looks like he's feeling it a little bit now, doesn't he? So he's what now? 13 of 16 for 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we still got 5 minutes left in the half. So they're doing a review right now. And he was like, they. Oh, I guess. Okay, I hear what Klatt's saying. Oh, was his knee down there? Interesting. I don't think it was. Oh, it was. Okay. So that's going to make it second and 10? Second and 9? Missed tackles again. One, two guys. Second guy gets run over. Man, Caleb Williams is just picking this defense apart right now. Oh, I am demoralized right now, fam. Demoralized. Good, an illegal substitution penalty on top of it. Excellent. Once again, you're maybe it could be man, but it looks very apparent that you're running zone coverage. You're making it super easy for him. Oh, and of course it's the X buff. Man. 34-7. Goodness me. And what are Caleb Williams' stats right now? 250 yards, 4 touchdowns? Good morning. Good morning. And listen, honestly, if you're the Buffs, like you got to say, you've done this to yourself all the way across the board. I mean, just time and time again, you're making stupid mistakes. Yeah, Brendan Rice was a buff, and I bet you he's happy to see. Like the report was that he was happy to see what Prime was doing, but I bet that's genuine. You know what I mean? He was a pretty good kid. Okay, Syracuse Clemson on my second screen. Clemson's up 21-7. And it felt like Syracuse was moving the ball up and down the field. Well, I hate to talk about ways that you can win this game, but let's talk about it. You got to put a drive together here. Oh, how about that little throw at the end there? Horn catches the ball, gets tossed out of bounds. Oh no! Oh, oh. Okay, he's all right. All right, I guess he's all right. I felt like maybe he wasn't gonna have an ACL after that. Run. You still got all three timeouts, so you got plenty of time, right? Clock stops when you get first downs. Oh, Shador's limping now. Hey, this is what the screen was supposed to look like last time. How about that? First down. Timeout. Timeout. Yeah, thank you. Jeez. Like, you can run the ball if you're the Buffs, but you got to be on top of it with those timeouts. Love to know any bets that you have anywhere today. Doesn't just have to be on this game, but if you got college football bets, let me know. And then, of course, if you have questions about tomorrow, you can throw them out at me. We are doing an NFL betting pregame show. Me and my boy Sturls did it at 11 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Mountain. Went through and picked every game. I went 11-3-1 last week. So if you are so inclined, come hang out with us tomorrow morning, and we'll pick all the games together. I'm not promising 11-3-1 this week. Don't make assumptions. All right, come on now. Yeah, I might blow my second time out right there. Okay, on the line, ready to go. I like that pitch play. Did you catch that? I take my time out there. Time out. Time out. Did they take the timeout? Everybody's walking around. Okay, they did. Why is the clock running then? Can we fix that? Put some time back on the clock, right? You didn't take that timeout after 10 seconds, did you? Oh, they took it with 28 seconds left. It's one thing that I always drives me crazy with this team. They take too long to make the decision to take the timeout. If you're going to take it, you got to take it right away. He got tackled short. You knew that. Shador looks like he's laboring a little bit, which I don't love. What's happening here? Oh, good. There's a review. You couldn't have done that while we were in a timeout? Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah, like you couldn't have reviewed this while they were in a timeout already? Oh, frustrating game for the second week in a row. And then I got to watch the Bronco game tomorrow. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Can we get going now, please? I mean, right? All right. You got plenty of time here. You got your time out to get your field goal team on the field if that's what it comes to. Look at all that room to run. Get there. All right. Well, listen, it's not ideal. That's for damn sure, but you're live. So you're going to be at worst down by 3 touchdowns. I guess I shouldn't say that. I was just not counting the extra point before they hit it. But so you're down 20. But Caleb Williams can absolutely get down the field in 21 seconds. So I shouldn't say that. Yeah, but as soon as the safety carries him, the middle of the field is wide open. Listen, I just need this. I need you to make this a game in the second half. Like I need you to put a little pressure on them. Feel like you're doing stuff. Cause yeah, you gotta have a watch on, kid. Um, like I said, it's all about getting this team back to a good mindset. Because you're going to Arizona State next week, and that's a team that pushed USC. You know what I mean? So I wonder if you're USC here. I mean, you got to try to take chunks here, right? What are you doing, 38? It's a great way to get a 15-yard penalty right before the half. 5 seconds. You got to take a timeout if you want to try something, right, Caleb? No, they're just going to let it go. Well, listen, after watching that first half, I would be really disappointed in that score because I feel like the Buffs beat themselves a lot. But if you would have told me it was going to be 34-14 going into halftime, I would have said that sounds about right. Sounds about right. So let's see what Prime has to say. That's what I'm saying, Jack Daniel. Like they, after watching that half, it you gave them a touchdown on the blocked punt. You had all those penalties. I mean, there was just a lot of stuff that you felt like they kind of gave away a whole bunch of points and a whole bunch of scores. So, I mean, I don't know about a one score game because maybe SC's more aggressive, but it could have been 2 scores, that's for sure. And it could have been like 10 points. There was a couple times that you had field goals, opportunities, and stuff in there that you did not take advantage of. So, man, that's disappointing because that's how you get upsets, right? You just can't make stupid mistakes. If you are the lesser team, you can't he can't make mistakes like they did in that first half. So, but listen, you get the ball back going into the second half. So if you march down and score and make it 34-21, you know, that's it's a way to get that team to believe. You know what I mean? All right, everybody, take your halftime break. Go get your snacks. Go get your drinks. Before you do, like, subscribe, follow. Give me a little bit of love on the Twitch, on the YouTube, on the social medias. But take your halftime break, and we will be back before the second half starts, no doubt. Thanks, everybody, for jumping in and hanging out. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody got a little break during the halftime there. I don't know if you guys stuck around and listened to what the big noon kickoff had to say, but I mean, Urban Meyer yelling, "You should be in this game right now." Like, that's exactly how it feels to me. It's a little disappointing. Um, that said, you're not out of this game. So I think you're going to see what these guys are made of. You know what I mean? Like, do you have a good shot of winning this game? Probably not, because of all the mistakes that you've already made. But do they come out? Do they fight? Do they try to get themselves back in this game? That's the kind of thing that you can build on. You know what I mean? Um, Jack Daniel, maybe they will reverse Broncos and play way better in the second half. Yes, that would be very nice if they did. But you know what I mean? Like, you want this team feeling good going into Arizona State next week, no doubt. But like, you can build on coming out and putting together a good half here. You know what I mean? Come out, score, get a stop, and like, yeah, you could be right back in this game. And even if you don't win it, if you feel like you hung with USC, then you know that's something that you can take with you down to Arizona State and say, like, all right, now these are teams that we should beat, so let's go beat them. You know. Also, I'm interested to know what you guys think of the. Have they wore the gold helmets once yet this year? Yeah, they did against Colorado State, didn't they? No, they wore black helmets for that too, didn't they? What do you guys think of the graphite unis, the grays? I've never been a huge fan of the grays, but some people really like them. All blacks or black top, gold pants, Jack Daniel. I think their color scheme is one of the best in sports, but um, I like the stormtrooper. I like the all white with the white helmet. I mean, I like their classical uniform. I like the gold, black, gold. Never really liked the graphite though. Never really liked the gray. Maybe it's because they lose a lot in them, but since they've introduced them, they've lost in them a whole bunch of times. That's actually interesting. I wonder what their record is in them. It's not good. But yeah, dude, not a lot of gold helmets so far. Now that I'm thinking about it, man, 137 rushing yards. Well, I guess a lot of those have been Shador with his legs, but he's got to do that, man. I mean, if you were here earlier, you heard me say it. I never sat in that foofy area down by the end zone. All the little bars there. You get your own little table that you sit at, kind of thing. All right, come on, Shador. You go put a touchdown up. This game feels different. Let them know that the legs are a threat. It's a great way to slow down that rush, man. That, that was ugly. That was ugly. But hey, just first down. I like the screens. I want to see a couple little short passes here. I mean, that's when you were chugging, that's how you were moving the ball. Now, see if they've adjusted to it. They're still giving you a ton of cushion. Third and 5. Come on. Jeez. 3 of the 4 guys that rushed the pass touched him on that play. Dang. Well, so I guess there goes that, huh? I guess there goes that. If you if you're Coach Dion, something's happening. I don't know what. If you're Coach Dion, this is like the third time in a row that you've had the ball coming out of half and done nothing with it. Nothing. So instead of kicking the ball away and starting down 7-0, why don't you just take the freaking ball? Start the game. Like, who cares if they get the ball? At halftime, you've been punting it back to them to start the half every week. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow. Remember, we've got our betting show tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Eastern. I got to text Sterls, make sure he's good for it, but he always is down, so I'm sure he'll be good. We pick every NFL game. I go right down the list. We put them, they're all there. And I'm not just saying these things, I put in the bets. Like, I am literally sitting there putting in the bets with you. So it's not just me, going blowhard and telling you what to vote or what to pick. Um, it's me actually putting my money where my mouth is. Went 11-3-1 last week. Metronome, you said, did you win money on the Packers Saints game? Yes, I did. I had Packers and the points there. So that actually was good for me. I know a lot of people got screwed on that one, but I did have the Packers on that one. Yes, we have a 7 a.m. London game this week, Falcons and Jags, if you're so inclined. I don't know where you all are living. I think one of you said you were in the Carolinas. How do you guys feel about that early game on the East Coast? Because here it starts at like 7:30 in the morning and it's brutal. Yeah, Jack Daniel, like that's a 7:30 start. Like there are times that I wake up and I put it on and then I just like lay in bed and end up falling back asleep because it's always the Jaguars. But those games are just brutal for us here. Um, you guys were catching strays during that game. I responded to I she's not even really my friend, a person that I talked a lot with on Twitter while we were locked up for COVID. Um, and she's a big fan of UNC up there. And she's like, "Why are we catching strays?" And I'm like, "Because it's time for Greeley to pick a side. Like you have to decide: are we Colorado State people or Colorado people? No more fence riding." Why is homie cutting down a healthy tree outside my window? That sucks. So I'll be first in what, 25? Block in the back. Yeah. For second and 20. Okay. I mean, listen, if you can get a stop here, it's the same thing as I was saying at the half. But he's got all day, man. I mean, just all day. Third and 14, you got to get off the field. You have to get off the field here. I know it's Caleb Williams. There you go. A little pressure on him. That's fine. Add a kid. Nice open field tackle. Get off the field. All right. So listen, it's all in front of you again here, right? You go down, you score a touchdown. This is you're very in it. Uh, and everybody forgets that you came out after half and rolled a dud. What we don't necessarily want to talk about, but I'm going to, is that imagine if you had scored a touchdown on that last drive and then got this stop. Imagine how we'd be feeling then. A little different, right? Oh, frustrating. All right, I'll do my little spiel again. What's up, everybody? I am Rob Trujillo. I do sports talk radio here in Denver. I'm filling on Altitude Sports Radio, and I do the Broncos post-game show for them. You can follow me on social media at Rob T Radio. If you are interested in the sports talk, they do have a Twitch, actually. So when I'm on air on there, you can watch on their Twitch, and doesn't matter where you are in the world. Um, I am a variety streamer. I haven't really been very variety lately because I've been so freaking busy. But I do play video games on the stream. I do podcasts on the stream. And I mentioned our NFL betting show tomorrow morning that I'll do with my guy Sturls. So feel free to come back and hang out for that. Love the follows. Appreciate it so much. Love you jumping in the chat, telling me what your bets are on. If you got fantasy players involved, if it's an NFL game, all that kind of stuff. Survivor picks. I'm down for whatever. So bring your questions. Happy to answer any and all that I can. And then if you do enjoy hanging out with the crew, we got some emojis and stuff. You can join us as part of the Rob Mob. Let's see. How am I feeling about this game? How about green means go? I put that in. I put that emoji in there because I so often on fourth downs ask if they should go for it or not. So, so I'm saying to the Buffs offense, green means go. Come on, go get a score. All kinds of emojis in there. If you want to join the Rob Mob, go ahead, subscribe. Always appreciate that. Prime subscriptions, actual subscriptions, appreciate everybody. So that's it. That's the spiel. Just in time for them to, where is that? Have some glamour shots of my beautiful state. Who had to waste their day yesterday driving around getting these shots? Grand Lake. All right, come on now. And you're going to have a holding call, so just throw it away. Remember when we talked about you beating yourself, Buffs? Remember that discussion that we had? Said you shouldn't do that no more? Well, I don't hate that play call. Say to yourself, let's just get 5 back. Try to get another, 7 or 8 here, and then you're in a third and convertible. Not even looking. And another mental error. Like, it's been miscommunications, mental errors, all that, dude. Like, yeah, Klott's talking about it right now. Whether it was Weaver or the linemen, it's just everything is just not communicated right. Damn. Just run over. Brutal. Good punt coverage. You guys want to talk about positive stuff? It's good punt coverage. Not the best punt, but okay. But it was good punt coverage. Oh, do we need to see Caleb Williams highlights? See, Jack Daniels just finding the positives. Kicked it under 15 seconds. Yeah, it's great. We're thrilled. Didn't decide to run around in the backfield with it. That was lucky. That was real lucky from the Buffs defense. Please be disguising your coverages. It's a friendly spot for USC there. Caustic, what's up, man? I saw last I saw it was UK up 16-0. Why? What's going on? Oh, is it turned into a beating? 30-14. Look at that. Dang, yeah, and that was one of the ones I liked today. I thought that was going to be a good game. USC isn't good to win by 25. I mean, the game should be closer than it is, but if CU is going to keep making mistakes, right? Like CU should already be in a better spot than they are right now. Matchups suck this week, by the way. Texas A&M up 27-16 on Arkansas. That's interesting. That's really it. Virginia Boston College is 7-0 if you want it. Yeah, the lineup kind of sucks this week. How is Penn State only up 10 on Northwestern? The team is in shambles. What'd you switch to? Like, did you just switch to Utah, Florida, and Kentucky? Because yeah, that's a nightmare. Brutal. Yeah, that sucks. Always go with your gut, man. Always go with your gut, because I I go through that a lot. And when I first started betting, I would overanalyze, overthink it, and then you always regret it if you're wrong and you don't go with your gut. But if you go with your gut and you're wrong, then you're like, that's how I felt. Come on, Buffs. D up a little bit for me. Full start. 2nd and 6. Come on, they're giving you an opportunity here, Buffs. Oh, is that not OPI? It looked like he just tossed him like a rag doll. Now we got there. The camera got there late, so You're good, Caustic. Cormani, you made one play, bro. Get out. Oh, it's a good play. Don't stick your face in his face mask afterwards. I don't know if I call it cold, Caustic. Oh, is Caleb all right? He took somebody right in the knee there. Don't want to see anybody get hurt, that's for sure. Yeah, I know you're a southern boy, Caustic. Oh, you grew up in Indiana and Kentucky? Yeah, listen, man, I was born in Buffalo and moved to the mountains of Colorado, so, I'm not here for your it's cold. All right, I'm going to roll a quick commercial with them. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Remember, he's a Wolves boy and I'm a Buckeyes boy. I do remember that, but you can be a Buckeyes fan from anywhere. That don't mean that you're born in Ohio. But yeah, Stills will be back on tomorrow morning for the betting show. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm glad you liked it. It was fun to do. So hoping we do him every week. He's a good dude. Sixth game with 5+ TD passes. Jeez, man. Go. Get in the end zone. Don't get caught. Oh, don't get caught. Punch it in. Come on, make this thing fun. Oh, I didn't see. What was the flag? Yeah, but, well, you're not allowed to grab it, but you're allowed to have the hand on the face mask as the running back. Hate that play. Always hate the fade. I'd call that an unbalanced line. That was interesting. He looked at the umpire. The umpire was trying to tell him the whole time that he got in, but the linesman didn't have a view of it. So he's trying to, like, dude, put your hands up. Touchdown. Yeah, he's in for sure. All right, well, that was fun. Down by 20 again. Damn, if you could just put two of those together. Like, you've gotten stops, you've gotten scores, you just haven't been able to put them together yet. Put them together, man. Freaking yikes. Oh, man, just frustrating. But you're hoping that you can put it together enough that you feel good going into Arizona State. You know what I mean? I was trying to tell these guys, I felt like every two USC hits, Colorado scores one. It's a little off, yeah. No, I mean, you're right, though. But if you take out the CU mistakes today, it's what 30-21. Vinian, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Feel free to jump in the chat. Tell us what you're doing. Yeah, if you take away the CU mistakes, you probably got an extra score off the board, at least one. 21-35, 21-30 maybe. 21-32, something like that. You're still not dead if you're CU, but you got to play perfect from here on out. And look, you watching the Kentucky game, dude? Kentucky's putting it on them is what it seems like. Out of bounds. All right, 3rd and 6 is a big down right here. Big down right here for CU. Thanks for jumping in the chat. Yeah, keep us up to date on that UK game. Pick it off. There you go. Oh, you are not going to call pass interference on that. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, I don't know about that call. Man, that call is so tough. It looked to me like they're trying to make a play on the ball, in which case I never think that should be a flag. You have as much right to that football as the wide receiver does. But you got to reset here a little bit. God, their coverages are so obvious. This looks like man single high. Sure is. And McLean gets beat. You can't. You can't make it so obvious against the Heisman Trophy winner. Like, Caleb Williams, 26 of 32 for 353 yards and 5 touchdowns. Get out. Ugh. Damn, that is just What a freaking stat line. Well, you had a couple opportunities to stop this drive. You're just constantly making a mistake or one play away. I mean, it's brutal right now. Yeah, that looked like it hurt your neck there, boss. Did not look fun. What are you doing, 29? You're going to hurt one of your guys. They need to stop handing off to Ray Davis and throw more. Oh, man. There's your 25, Caustic. Tough. You had two different times you could have stopped that drive. Ugh. Breaks my heart. Man, they're showing Caleb Williams numbers from last year and this year. It's crazy. And he like has been sitting fourth quarters all season long. So Joel Klatt just said, I think you would upgrade 18 NFL teams next week. Yeah, that's probably right. But all right, Shador, go put another one on the board, man. This is what I'm talking about. Feeling good, getting into the Arizona State game. Go put another TD up. Gabs, he's better than Russ. I don't know that yet. Well, they said 18 teams, so we could go through the exercise of going through and picking which teams would be better off with Caleb Williams next week. I think the team around Russ is so bad that I don't think it matters if it's Caleb Williams or Russ Wilson right now. But all that being said, there are teams I think that he would provide an upgrade. Now listen, he obviously doesn't know the system and all that kind of stuff. But let's be honest with ourselves. There's 25 teams that would take him and dump their other guy, right? Now, this is the offseason we're talking about, right? So he has time to learn the system. But there's literally 25 teams that would get rid of their guy and take Caleb Williams. Did he catch that? Shut up. What a catch. Even QBs that drafted teams high in 2022? Yeah. I mean, I think so. I think he's better. I think if you were to grade him out in the 2022 draft, he'd be a higher grade than all of those guys. Now, if you feel like you've started to figure it out with one of those guys, that's the harder thing to do, right? So if Houston is like, no, 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 we can see it in the building, we see it in practice, CJ Stroud's the guy, then, then you stick with him. But you got to be sure he's the guy, you know what I mean? Yeah, Bacon, that was a hell of a catch. Get in the end zone. Let's go. You can see the energy on this team rising a little bit. When you spot Caleb Williams 21 points, I don't think that you're going to come back and win, but this is exactly what I wanted to see. Because what you want is you want it to be right for when you go play Arizona State next week, and they're getting a little bit of swag, just a little bit of swag. You're still getting your ass beat, so it's just a little bit, but you're getting a little bit of swag. Why are you going for two? Make it 19. Okay, all right. So 2 more touchdowns and 2-point conversions and the field goal. Fair. That's why you have those big charts, right? Tell you to go for it or not. No, you still want to go for it because your next 2 touchdowns also need 2 points if this plan is going to work. But it's not going to work. Pass interference? Did he catch that? Get out. Shut up. All right, 14, we see you. No, he's out. It's super close, but I think he's out. It's a hell of a catch, though. Yeah, I mean, did you find yourself a little guy here too? I mean, they are stacked at wide receiver. Don't get me wrong, but those screens have worked all day. You just got to block them right. I think it was Jack Daniel who was talking with me about it. That first screen of the game was should have been gone. And listen, Caleb's probably just going to go keep putting up scores, but this is what I wanted you to do versus Oregon too. Score with them. You know what I mean? God, it just makes you think about all those stops you could have had. Pass interference call. Pick it off. Let's go. Go put another TD on the board. Where you at? Did you leave yet? Go get your seats back. See you, kids. I don't think they're. I'm not believing in a comeback quite yet. But if you go put a TD on the board here, it's fun at least, right? Go put a TD on the board. And by the way, they've already done what I asked them to do, which was come out in the second half and fight. Get things to build on for next week so you're ready for Arizona State. First down. Running game has looked a lot better today. Fourth quarter. All right, I'm going to roll some commercials with them during this fourth quarter to make sure the pre-roll stays off and make sure you guys don't have pop-ups during the stream here. So I'm going to roll some commercials with them. We will be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. See you trying to make game of this thing. I said, let's do it. Let's have a little fun. Huh? Huh? What do you say? Got a whole quarter. You've got clock stopping inside of 2 minutes when you get a first down. First down, you're driving. That catch the football. That inside zone has been working all day though. That inside zone run. That little tight end slip. Okay, you're 4 down territory here for sure. So faked out the camera guy. That's how you know it's good. You know it's good when they fake out the camera guy. Who's still here with me? Anybody still here with me? It's getting fun. Yeah, I mean, because you're in 4 down territory no matter what. So pick up 6 yards on the run. Now you're in 3rd and 5, 6, and you got 2 downs. 7. They give him a real bad spot on that. Why'd you pull that ball? Shador. 4th and 5. Did he catch that? Oh my God. What a play. Well, Marion Miller has made a name for himself today, regardless of what happens the rest of the way here. 4-star wide receiver, get out of here. Ah, see, I was wondering who was still with us. Gabs, bacon strips. What's up? And he got interfered with the whole time. Interfered with the entire time. Oh, man. Might have found a dude here. Omarion Miller. What a throw. Oh my God. 27 was a quarter inch away from that thing. What a throw. Damn. Yeah, look at Travis Hunter. I like how they got him right in the middle of a fucking. Oh. All right, well, let's make this a little bit fun now. Listen, do you have to find a way to stop Caleb Williams? Yes. Do I think you will? But it's at least fun now, right? Yeah, right? Bacon strips. I did the same. I mean, you guys are watching me, so you know, but I did the same thing. Oh, that's fun. And now you've got a little bit of that swag back. Regardless of how this finishes, going into Arizona State, you got a little bit of that swag back. Now talk about winning this game, right? Can you get a defensive stop again? Can you make sure Caleb Williams doesn't come out and just destroy you? Oh, that is a terrifying commercial. um, it's only 2 scores, which is remarkable. So you don't even necessarily have to get a stop on this drive. Um, you have to keep scoring. You have to keep putting up touchdowns. But you probably have 3 possessions left, and you're down by 2 scores. So, and you could probably get 4 possessions if you really pushed it, used all your timeouts, that kind of thing. So, but I think just for the momentum, you've got to find a way to slow him down here. Oh, 100% Bacon. 100%. He's like, we came out and got our ass kicked last week, and this is, dude. You hear evaluators all the time say it. Put on a film when they're up by 30 or down by 30, and that's how you'll find out who your guys are, because those are the guys that you want who are still fighting, still playing. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, there's no doubt Dion went in there and told them, "Hey, if you want to be a part of this team going forward, I want to see you not quit. Get us back in this game." Jack Daniel, ESPN Classic, calling it now. Well, that would be fun. We've already had one. It would be fun to do again, no doubt. All right. You're now in a spot I've been saying for a while. You got to get a stop, got to get a stop. You don't necessarily have to get a stop here. Why is Patriots Cowboys America's game of the week? Can we sit down and have a real discussion about that, please? Oh, get him. Get him. 3rd and 5. Here's your shot. Get off the field. Get off the field. Get off the field. What's up, Numa? No, I got in trouble. They got me. So I got banned for a couple days, so no stream. If you don't have somewhere to watch it and you need somewhere, you can shoot me a DM on social media, one of these. And then just let me know in the chat where you send me the DM, and I will let you know where I watch the game. I don't want to put it on Twitch because I don't want to get in more trouble. So, even like the link. So yeah. So DM me in one of those spots and just let me know where, and I will let you know where I watch the game. But I got clipped, so understand if you want to go watch the game. But if you do get it on your computer and you want to hang out with us, would love to have you in. Love to have you hang out with us. For the people who are new, got a couple new people in. My name's Rob Trujillo. I do sports talk radio here in Denver. I'm a fill-in, and I do the Broncos post-game show, which has been a total disaster the last couple weeks. You can give me a follow on social media if you want to know when I'm doing radio. I normally put it up on there. Also, like, subscribe, follow if you guys enjoy hanging out, talking ball, doing these watch-alongs. I really enjoy doing them, so love people in the chat, love going back and forth, love hearing about your bets. It's honestly a ton of fun. I really enjoy doing them. So give me a follow, give me a subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got our NFL betting pregame show. I do it with my guy Sturls. It's 11 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Mountain Time. And we go down every game and tell you who we like. And I actually sit there and bet with you. Like, I put the bets in as I'm going through. So I'm not just a blowhard. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Last week went 11-3-1. I am not promising you that I go 11-3-1 this week. Should have watched last week. but yeah. Hang out with us, and if you got any fantasy football questions or survivor pick questions or whatever, we love to interact with the chat, so let us know. Jack Daniel, thank you for picking up the No Huddle post game. I think Lindahl would have died last week. Jack, I think you're right, my man. I talked to him after we had him on via phone after the Redskins after the Washington game, and he was just beside himself then. So, could only imagine what last week would have been like. He would have he just would have given up. You know what I mean? He just would have been. He might have been deceased. Oh, the student section's filled back in. Look at that! Shocking. Bet you the top of it's empty. Nope. Excellent. Let's go now. Hey, now, listen. Like I said, you probably have 3 possessions left, so you don't absolutely have to score here, but you have to score here. I mean, this thing turns into a fever pitch if you score here, if you're the Buffs. Nice job. Nice job by the returner there. Make it look like he's going to fair catch it. Who was that? Jimmy Horn? Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah. Again, like, possessions-wise, you don't have to score here. But for this game, for us to have a little bit of fun here, for this thing to get crazy, you have to score here. You got to score here. You got to do it. Yeah, did you find yourself a guy, by the way? showing highlights of Amarion Miller. And listen, some guys are just, game players, not practice players. But you got to teach them how to prepare, which is what they're doing with McLean. Oh, somebody told SC, hey, by the way, this is a game. D-line comes out, handles business. Why are they showing so much room on the back end? Oh, oh, man, he almost broke that again. Oh, my God. 14. Oh, that was it was a nice tackle by one. I was going to say lucky. It wasn't lucky. It was good. But, oh, he's hurt too. Dude, he's a freshman. He showed up on NFL draft boards in 2 years, is what he did. Isn't he a freshman? I'm pretty sure he's a freshman. I got to look now. Yeah. Yeah, freshman. Let's go, man. That's a good way to get Shador to stay. Just keep giving him top flight wide receivers that he trusts. TTV, thanks for jumping in the chat for the first time. What is KU doing right now? Oh, they haven't started yet. 1:30. It's a big game for him. You want to prove. You want to prove that that ranking, that number beside your name isn't fake. You gotta hang. You don't have to beat them because Texas is pretty good right now, but you gotta hang. By the way, and I hate to say this, Jack Daniel, because it's gonna hurt, but you see what happened in this game? You're getting your butt kicked, and then all of a sudden you had a couple players start making plays. And oh, you got to catch that football. Um, all of a sudden you put in Cormani McLean, you put in Omarion Miller, two freshmen that are really good recruits. You got to catch that football, boss. Two freshmen that are very highly touted recruits, and they come in and they just start making plays for you. And all of a sudden, you're in it. Like, that's what the Broncos don't have. I talk about that with the Broncos all the time. That's what they don't have. Interesting call. Listen, you're going for it, right? You know it's 4-down territory. But I would have liked to give my guy Shador 2 shots at it. Huck the Fuskers is all I got to say about that. Yeah. Listen, I think Matt Rule is a good coach. I think he'll get it turned around, and I'm here for them losing by 50 today. So I'm fine with that. TTV. Sorry, grew up in Colorado. I mean, I gave them their due respect. But definitely huck the Fuskers, you know what I mean? Um you're a Cowboys fan? What do you think of Gundy? Honestly, TTV, what do you think of Gundy? Cuz there was a time that I really liked him and then a time that I really didn't. And overall, I think he's a good coach, but he's making a lot of money. A lot of money for the kind of output that they've had. You think it's time to move on? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it might just be time for new scenery for everybody. You know what I mean? But feeling confident that you're going to get somebody just as good as him in is tough. You know what I mean? I can tell you this: I hate you wasting your timeouts as the Buffs here. I don't think it was just Brady all this time. Like if Brady doesn't have the right coaches around him, I don't think Brady is Brady. But um, the two of them needed each other. Now I think Bill needed Tom more than Tom needed Bill, right? Like a lot of he, Tom could have done that with a lot of coaches. Um, Bill couldn't have done that with a lot of quarterbacks. A few quarterbacks, but not a lot of quarterbacks. So, oh yeah, it's a game. It's 4th and 5 is huge. I agree with you, Gabs. Oh no, brutal. Somebody reminded USC's defense that this was an actual game. Yeah, that does hurt. I agree with you, Gabs. I don't think the Patriots' philosophy works so well with younger people nowadays, unless you actually have the 6 rings. You know what I mean? Well, you got to get a stop here then. I mean, you still might be, well, not without your timeouts. I was going to say, you still might be able to get 3 possessions in here, but you're sans 2 timeouts. So it might just be 2 possessions that you got here, which means you got to get a stop. Yeah, Kostick, you seem like you're in a little bit of trouble right now, but it's Caleb Williams and he could pop off with a touchdown pass anytime. So, and they're making their coverage incredibly obvious once again. For those of you that have been following along, though, I mean, this is what I wanted Colorado to do: climb back into the game, feel good about what you did going into Arizona State, get just a little bit of your swag back. What up, man? Yeah, it got I got pinched, got in trouble, got shut down. So just to watch along. But if you don't have anywhere to watch, you can send me a DM on social media, and I will let you know where I watch. Do not let him run around that edge. Yeah, man, happy to. Uh, if you find somewhere to watch or you got your own way to watch or whatever, you're always welcome to hop in and hang out with us while we watch the game. I post that up there so you can see where we're at every once in a while. Um, but yeah, appreciate you jumping in the chat. It was good coverage. It looked a little bit early, little bit, but they'll let it go if you make a play on the ball. I was going to say, they better not have burned another timeout. They did? Oh, my God. Guys, you're down. What's up, Gregor? The second half has been way more entertaining than the first half was. So, um, Colorado making a little run at it, making it interesting, but likely not interesting enough. But it's been fun at least. All right, I'm gonna roll some commercials here along with them. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Uh, Big play here. I probably just kicked the field goal even still. If I'm USC, trying to decide how aggressive I'd want to be with a Heisman Trophy winner. Got him. Nice job. Excellent job by that defense. See, in that time, so I've mentioned it a couple times if you've been watching the stream. They did a really poor job of disguising what they were running. And this time they did a better job of disguising it. Lined up man to man, they drop into a zone, takes them an extra second to compute, and it gives your D line a chance to get there. Dennis Lynch. Oh, he missed it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, you got to score quick if you're CU here, right? Because you don't have timeouts now. You burned all your timeouts. So you've got to look at moving this ball quick down the field and scoring so you don't have to attempt an onside kick. CU's got to go put a touchdown on the board for this would be a classic. Jack. Mr. Daniels. We're not quite there yet. We're almost there. Got to take advantage. Time is now. Why are we running the football? Yeah. Thank you, Joel. There's been a couple gashes, but you can't run the ball there. You just wasted 20 seconds. Oh, you're wasting all kinds of time. So remember when I said you got to score quick because you need two of them and you don't want to have to onside it? Apparently that's not their mindset at all. Apparently they're saying we're going to have to onside it no matter what. Oh, it was right on top. Oh. Mo, what up, brother? Thank you for the look. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Get out of bounds. Why haven't we been doing that all freaking? This drive has been frustrating. So you're gonna have to onside it no matter what. Why are we running the ball? What are you doing? I mean, I guess if you're admitting that you have to onside it if you score, then it doesn't matter if you run. You want to keep the defensive line honest a little bit, but yeah, you're just burning time. And you're picking up chunks when you're throwing the ball too. Smart decision by a freshman to get out of bounds. Smart decision by a freshman to get out of bounds. Oh, and now you're up on the ball. Now you want to go fast. You're driving me crazy. Oh my God, what are you doing? You're going to run yourself out of the game. Dion, get on the headset and tell him to quit running the dang ball. Yeah, the clock management has been brutal. Was that Miller again? Jesus, man. That kid is making a name for himself. Excellent catch. Excellent throw. Excellent catch. If only you had left yourself enough time to, you know, not have to kick an onside kick here. To be honest with you, the false start doesn't matter that much down here, especially if you're going to throw the ball. You hate to put yourself behind the sticks, but creating room to operate, not the worst thing. Jack. Jack Daniel, don't be talking like that, man. Because the only explanation is that Prime thought we're going to have to onside it no matter what because we don't have timeouts. And so if you're going to have to onside it no matter what, there you go. There's the extra room. See the room you create even by taking that 5-yard penalty? Jimmy Horn. Yeah, if you do that, if you believe that you are going to have to onside it no matter what, then you do what makes that drive successful, and you need an onside kick recovery. But they have what the Broncos don't. Guys just coming in making plays. McLean, Miller, Horn. Talk about a fourth quarter team. Yeah, that's right. And Shador hasn't. Same thing as the CSU game. Heartbeat hasn't raised one bit. At one point, this line was plus 33. I bet you it went even higher than that, but I saw plus 33 and a half at one point. No way. That is a huge penalty. God, can you imagine if you didn't have the blocked punt or the pass interference on the interception or a million things? You know what I mean? Okay, so it's from the 50, so it's got to make it to the 40. You kicked it right to him. Not even interesting. And that'll do it. Fox Business Network. You didn't even make that interesting. Oh, yeah. Klatt's talking about how they can score with 3 minutes left. If you score with 3 minutes left, you can kick it off. Um, how about if you can score? I mean, you got the ball back with 5 minutes and 50 seconds. I mean, if you can score in a minute and 50 seconds, then did he just turn his ankle? What happened there? Yeah, definitely a lack of discipline, Jack Daniels, for sure. Um, yeah, the decision that you are going to leave it in the hands of an onside kick, I thought was a poor one. Disagreed with it, but TTV, good luck with your Kansas boys. They look an awful lot like my Bills in these unis. Damn. The next best college football game up next is Kansas, Texas. Kansas ranked 25, Texas ranked 4, 3, 4. That's definitely the game to watch in the next window, but not a great day overall in terms of matchups. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow. I appreciate you all for being here. We've got our betting show coming up tomorrow morning. It'll be the NFL betting show. Me and Sterls are going to do it together. Went 11-3 last week, 11-3-1. But I actually bet all the games with you right here on the stream. So I'm not just saying things to say things. I put my money where my mouth is. So make sure you're here for that. Jack Daniels. Lost stinks, but honestly, this is beyond what I expected. Me too. I thought they were going to get run out of the gym, especially after the way the first half went. And listen, I think if you're the Buffs, you got to feel good. You got some of that swag back for heading to Arizona State, and that's a game you have to win. Now you're 3-2. That's a game you absolutely have to win. Didn't like the decisions at the end, but Boggin Smile, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Feel free to jump in the chat, hang out with us. Yeah, listen, I didn't like the call at the end of the game to leave it in the hands of an onside kick. You had enough time that if you could have scored in a minute and a half, you can kick the ball deep and try to stop them. So I didn't love it. But I think in terms of finding out who your guys are, finding out who your dogs are, found a couple freshmen that started playing really, really well today in Miller and McLean on both sides of the ball, filling in for Travis Hunter. Maybe you found a couple guys who can do so capably and bring you a similar level of play, because Miller was phenomenal today and McLean was very good too. So hopefully they found a couple guys that can really make a difference going forward. And when you look, there's not another game on the rest of the schedule that's not winnable. These were the two hardest that you had. So go get one versus Arizona State. Go get a win versus Stanford. Go get a win versus UCLA, and you start rolling downhill a little bit. And I think this team has enough talent that they could end up 10-2. You know what I mean? They can beat a Utah. They can beat an Oregon State. So they could end up 10-2. It's just you got to go out there and get the first one, right? You got to go out there and beat Arizona State. So, all right, everybody. Appreciate you jumping in. Might do a late night stream tonight. That would be for the 10 o'clock East Coast starts. 8 o'clock starts here. Might do that. No promises. I do have plans this evening, so we'll see if I'm back in time to start something like that. I'm going to run some commercials here and then get out of here. But I appreciate you all, and then I will raid you out if I still got a couple people sticking around afterwards. After the commercials, I will raid you out. So appreciate you all. Have a good day.